All right. Well, praise the Lord. I was just came in from working outside, and I wanted to talk about this thing that's coming out, this new bill. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It's House a Representative bill. It's called the Equality Act, HR 52021. So this Equality Act that they're trying to put out. This is something that I've been kind of warning the church about ever since this pandemic thing started. I said, well, they're going to try to attack the church. It had, I know it's been in California. That Governor Newsom been really trying to attack the churches there. But now, since Biden is in office, and since the Democrats have a foothold, they are going to attack the church. And so if you are concerned about your church and your church having liberties, you need to go to your senator and tell the senator to vote no on the Equity Act. Okay, so a little bit about it. Okay, let me kind of look at it. It has power. It has provided the state with the power to persecute anyone who won't celebrate any aspect of the LBTQ agenda. So that gives them the power to persecute anybody who don't celebrate their celebrations. Okay. Let me see. Whatever. Then it's kind of making. Well, let me read it to you. For merely expanding civil rights category, it turns any recognition of the difference between the sexes or any preference for traditional sexual morality into actionable hate, creating fertile ground for lawsuits. Okay, so what it is going to make heterosexuality almost illegal. Okay, so they're making these laws. I'm telling you, these laws are going to pass if we don't stand up and fight. Okay, let me see something. What else I can find? All right, here's one. Businesses can no longer operate according to their religious beliefs. Okay, so they're going to stop that. You can't operate according to any of your religious beliefs. And also federal financial assistance for religious education and other religious program could be threatened. And then both federal and private employees could face costly lawsuits if they fail to implement strict preferred pronoun policies. All right, so that's even talking about calling a person. If the guy want to be called a she, and the girl want to be called a he, and if you don't call them by that, now they're talking about they can make a lawsuit against you because now you wasn't calling them by their pronoun. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. All right, let me see what else. All right, it directly. I got an Amber Alert. It directly threatens parents' rights by forcing counselors to guide children with gender confusion to embrace transgenderism. All right, so the parents won't have any rights if the child is maybe a little confused. For the parents dealing with that child, they should know their own child. Dealing with their child, and now they're gonna take away that right. So now the counselor is going to deal with your children, and they are going to push your children into genderism. All right, and so they seek to ban religious adoptions and foster care agencies. Okay, they don't want you to have a religious one because if you're doing it according to your preference, they want to get rid of these Christian ones or religious ones so that they can go into any one of them. These homosexual couples and adopt. See, they want to take away all of our rights, but they are saying that that we are going against their rights. Well, is that really not true? Because they could do whatever they want to do, but don't infringe on our rights, and that's what they're doing. Okay, And then it's given the ability for churches and synagogues and mosques to employ people according to their religious beliefs will be severely limited. That means if you say you want to hire somebody, a church, you want to hire a Christian. It's just that simple. You want somebody who got the same beliefs and believe the Lord and all these things, but they want to take away our right. So that if you go hire somebody, they said that, they're going to probably say you have to hire somebody who is homosexual, transgendered, or whatever the letters are in their little thing, And they will not believe the way that you believe. Okay? And it will prevent us, the religious organization, from using Religious Freedom Restoration Act to protect their deeply held religious beliefs. So this Religious Freedom Restoration Act, we have a law that kind of protect what we believe. But it's a whole lot of other things that's off in that thing. What is it called? This Equality Act that they're trying to pass. But if they pass this into law, then they'll be able to pass some other things against the church and against religious people. People, you got to understand, the end time is coming. I'm telling you, everything is getting set up for the Antichrist. Right now, because with the COVID, what they did with the COVID, they made everybody compliant is what they did. They made sure everybody won't wear a mask, right? Compliance. All right, now they're trying to push everybody getting this shot. Compliance. You got to get the shot. If you don't get the shot, you can't come to work. If you don't get the shot, you can't get on the airplane. If you don't get the shot, you can't do this. And they try to push it down to where the children, if the children don't get the shot, they can't come to school. You see what I'm saying? They're pushing this agenda. They're trying to make you compliant. When you come compliant, you'll be easier to accept the mark of the beast. Okay? And so it's all coming about. I'm telling you, it's all coming together. And, these last days. But if we don't stand up and fight, and I want you to understand that, if the saints don't stand up and fight and exercise their authority in the earth, we are the one who holds back the Antichrist. We're the one that holds back that evil coming in. But if we don't exercise our authority, if we don't get up and fight and vote and things like this and allow them to do what they want to do, it's going to usher in that Antichrist a whole lot faster than what you believe. All right? So I'm just encouraging you. You know what state you are in? Look up your senator. Look your senator up. And all you got to do is give them a call. Give them a call and say, I want you to vote no on the Equity and Equality Act. Now, I want you to understand, your call is so important. Your call represents 1,000 people. Everyone who calls represents 1,000 people. So the more who calls, they say they represent a big body. And what they are supposed to do is vote what their people is telling them to vote. Because we put them in office. So if we tell him or her that we don't want you to vote on this, and enough people say that, voice their opinion, then they will vote no against it. Okay? So it's very important, that we have our eyes open, saints. Our religious freedoms is they're trying to take them away from us. They're trying to take them away. That's why the message I had about fight. You need to fight. And I ain't talking about physical fight. I'm talking about on your knees and go and vote and call your senator. You all you gotta do is call him. Call your senator. Tell him or her, hey, no on that Equality Act. No, and they put it down. They write it down. They give all these things. They give it to the senator. You're gonna talk to the secretary, but it's all gonna. The senator will see it all. Okay, we'll see it all. So I just encourage you, saints, stand up and fight. I will. This is kind of late in the evening here for me, so in the morning I'm gonna get up and me and my wife are gonna call my senator. I'm gonna have my son call his senator, and all my children. I'm gonna talk to them. And I want them to call their senator and tell them no on this Equality Act. All right. Well, God bless you, and talk to you later.